Imagine starting another day filled with all the challenges and responsibilities that come your way. The routine can feel like an endless cycle. Work, family, dreams, and plans you carry in your heart. Many times, the tiredness sets in, and you find yourself wondering, am I on the right path? Am I doing everything I can to live a prosperous and blessed life? It's in these moments that Psalm 127 offers us a special invitation to build with God. This psalm reminds us that no matter how much effort we put in, it becomes empty if we are not relying on the Lord's presence and guidance in our lives. After all, what good is it to build, to fight, or even to rise early for work if God is not at the center of it all? The truth is, deep down, what we truly long for is a meaningful life, a life with a greater purpose. And that purpose, dear friends, can only be found when we make God the foundation of everything we do. Building with God is more than just asking for a blessing. It's surrendering our worries and plans into His hands and trusting that with Him, everything has meaning. Psalm 127 invites us to reflect deeply. Are we building our lives with God at the center? In Psalm 127, verse 1, it is written, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it." These words echo with powerful wisdom. Take a moment to think about everything you've built. Your home, your career, your relationships, your dreams. Maybe you've given it your all, waking up early, working late, doing your very best. But the psalm teaches us something profound. If God isn't the foundation, all human effort will be in vain. The house here isn't just a physical building. It represents your life, your choices, the direction you're taking. Sometimes we work so hard trying to control everything, chasing success and stability, but we forget the most important thing, God's presence in every step we take. Building with God is different. It's allowing Him to guide your projects, your decisions, your relationships. It's believing that even when you can't see immediate results, if God is the one building, the house will stand strong and unshakable, like a house built on the rock. That brings peace, because it's no longer about what you can do on your own, but about what God can do with you. Now, think about the daily effort, that tiredness we feel when we wake up early and face the rush. The psalm says, "It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so He gives His beloved sleep." How many times do we find ourselves in this exact situation? Waking up before the sun rises, rushing to meet deadlines, trying to do everything excellently, and still feeling like something is missing. This verse warns us about the danger of overwhelming ourselves, thinking that all the results depend solely on us. In today's world, we are pressured to produce more and more, to reach new goals, as if the value of our lives is measured by the amount of work we do. But the psalm reminds us that there's a difference between working with God and working alone. When we entrust our tasks to God, the weight of daily life becomes lighter. It doesn't mean we stop working hard, but that we work with the peace of knowing that success comes from divine provision, not just our efforts. God blesses rest, blesses the fruit of our labor, and reminds us that He is the source of all prosperity. And then we come to family, this gift that we often fail to recognize as the blessing it truly is. Psalm 127 tells us, "Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward." Think about it for a moment. Inheritance is not just something we receive, but something precious, entrusted to us by God. In everyday life, amid the challenges of raising, caring for, and providing for our families, it can be easy to forget how much our children, our family, are a reflection of God's love and goodness. Every smile, every achievement, and even every difficulty are opportunities to see God's grace at work in our lives. Just as a father cares for his children, The Lord invites us to care for this inheritance with love and dedication, knowing that He is also by our side, giving us wisdom and patience. Family life, with all its joys and struggles, is an essential part of God's plan for us. When we see our children as this divine gift, we begin to value even more the time we spend together and the legacy we are building with God by our side. When we understand that everything, from work to family, is in God's hands, Psalm 127 leads us to a powerful conclusion. Our full trust must be in the provision and protection of the Lord. Life, with all its uncertainties, often makes us seek security in fleeting things. Material possessions, status, or even the control we try to exert over the future. But the psalm teaches us something deeper. It's not our own strength, nor how much we plan or work, that will ensure our success or security. It is God who guards, protects, and provides for us. And this allows us to live differently with a peaceful heart, knowing that He is our provider in every area of life. The trust that comes from knowing that God is ahead of everything gives us a peace that the world cannot offer. We can face challenges with courage because we are not alone. He takes care of every detail, and as we hand our worries over to Him, we find the strength to move forward, building a blessed life guided by the love and protection of the Lord. And now we've reached the end of this journey of faith and reflection, but not the end of what God desires to do in your life. Remember, Psalm 127 is an invitation to rest in the Lord and trust that He is in control of all areas of your life, from work to family, from challenges to victories. Even when the path seems difficult or the results are not immediate, know that God is building something greater, something eternal. Every effort, every prayer, every step you take with God by your side is filled with purpose. The Lord is the guard of your home, the provider of your dreams, and the source of your strength. And today, He calls you to walk by faith, handing everything over to Him, because it is there, at the center of God's will, that true peace and security dwell. Now, I want to invite you to be part of this faith community. Write in the comments with faith, God is the builder of my life. Amen. If this message touched your heart, leave a like on the video. This helps more people find this prayer and be blessed just like you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, we always bring messages of faith, prayer, and inspiration to strengthen your walk with God. Activate the bell so you don't miss any content. Amen. May God continue to build your life, blessing every area with His love and protection. I hope to see you in the next video. May the peace and grace of the Lord always be with you. See you there.